Girl's got game, she's strutting her stuff. That old Milwaukee neon is dancing in her hair. Took a shot of gin as I watched the 8-ball drop in. She said, boy, I think you're up next, so take your best shot. Come on and take me on if you dare. Every shot's a dream in the making. She's so captivating. I wanna make all of hers come true. Every look, my heart is racing. This is more than a game we're playing. Sometimes you win even when you lose. She's so intoxicating. Her green eyes lit when I chalked up my stick. She knew I'd scratch when she blew me that kiss with the tip of my Stetson. I ordered us another round. I knew I was done when she dropped them one by one. And she said, boy, wanna play me again? I think you might win. Just pick up on what I'm putting down. Every shot's a dream in the making. She's so captivating. I wanna make all of hers come true. Every look, my heart is racing. Is it more than a game we're playing? Sometimes you win even when you lose. She's so intoxicating. It's a game of love she's been racking up. Some say it's skill, some call it luck. Every shot's a dream in the making. I wanna make all of hers come true. Every look, my heart is racing. Is it more than a game we're playing? Sometimes you win even when you lose. She's so intoxicating.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Southbound freeway never looked so good. On the road home to you, daydreaming of being together, watching the lines, thinking of you. I know I'm feeling blue, 'cause I'm missing your face and hanging with you. The day goes by just like a mile, ooh, baby. I miss your style and that look in your eyes. Clouded up, it's gonna rain. All the roads look all the same day. get back home daydreaming of you alone, leaving behind all the miles. Fill me up with just one smile, daydreaming of being together, daydreaming of all forever, daydreaming of being alone again with you. Daydreaming, being alone again with
Making his radio debut tonight on KICR Indie Country Radio. His name is Dennis DeCharo. That is called Daydreaming of You. You can check out the video to that song on our TV channel, IndieCountryTelevision.com. It just hit there today. You just hit here right now. Welcome to Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. We are KICR Indie Country Radio. Kicking us off tonight, Mr. Ron Mador, and She's So Intoxicating. Very, very good song, and you'll see why we call this station New Country's Best. That is absolutely what we play. We're going to do that for the next 3 hours. We call it New Music Friday tonight. Lots of new music to debut tonight and new artists as well. So we'll get right to that, but then we've also got a couple of great radio interviews tonight. At the bottom of this hour, Miss Sarah McCulloch will be calling in, and in hour number 2 at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, Matt Tucker will join us. So we've got a couple of great radio interviews. You'll get to hear the stories behind the songs and hear their music as well. We want to thank our syndicated stations and radio affiliates that replay the show. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com, that is from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com, we've got radiotheking.be, WVMIradio.com, realradio.us, we are on downtheroadradio.com, that is from Ireland, countrymusicexpress.co.uk, and our live radio player on Country Music Express magazine 24/7 around the clock. Live 106.5 from Bourbon Trail Radio, bourbontrailradio.com, thechimpfm.com, that is from Canada, and countrythunder.com.au, that is from Australia, and we are glad to have all of you guys replaying the show, getting us out to over 200 countries around the world. You can also check out the podcast on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Zeno FM, and everywhere you listen to podcasts. We are on it. Our full list is on our Facebook page, KICR Indie Country Radio. Brand new music that's going to debut, actually, or be released in 2 weeks from tonight, but we have it already. Her name is Dusty Lee. This is her brand new single. It is called Angry Right Now on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I don't want to hear it, 'cause I've heard enough. You sold one night for the price of our love. Hope she was worth it, 'cause you burned our love down. To hell with forgiveness, I'm so angry right
it's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Making his radio debut tonight on KICR Indie Country Radio, his name is Tanner Gordon. That is a great tune called Start Again. And we are working with a big record, their independent record label, and Rise Up TV. All the fine folks over there want to give them a big shout out for sending us a couple of artists that they are working with. Mr. Tanner Gordon is the first one. This young lady is the second one. Her name is Holly Ann. This is called And Then on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on New Music Friday.
Wait here just a minute. You're gonna stay here tonight, all night. I'm gonna go slip off something, 'cause you make me beautiful and high. Light me up, light my fire. Your heat burns me brighter. I'm ready, just say go. And then put your lips all over my skin. And then touch me, take me, love me. And then make my heart beat till it's racing, till the pace of you and me, baby, sets us free. And then wake up in the moonlight for a little naked late night sweet ice cream. Never gonna stop till daylight. Wanna get lost in these sheets, lose control, take me higher to the ends of desire. Hold on to me, don't let go. And then put your lips all over my skin. And then touch me, take me, love me. And then make my heart beat till it's racing, till the pace of you and me, baby, sets us free. Go a little crazy, just a little crazy. You can be the king, and I can be your lady. And then put your lips all over my skin. And then touch me, take me, love me. And then make my heart beat till it's racing, till the pace of you and me, baby, sets us free. Wait here just a minute. You're gonna stay here tonight. Oh,
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Living in this city with the grindstone to your nose, in this endless world of madness, and on it goes. Trying to find that rainbow, that elusive pot of gold, till reflections in the mirror tell you you're getting old. Let's slow it down, take a good look around you, my friend. Let's slow it down. You're taking nothing with you in the end, so slow it down. Stop and smell the flowers, sit beside a stream, put a kettle on the fire, wait to smell that steam. Skip rocks across the water, put footprints in the sand. We're living in a rat race, it's getting out of hand. Slow it down, take a good look around you, my friends, and slow it down. 'Cause Father Time will get you in the end, so slow it down. This world that's quickly changing, we've made ourselves a slave to the things we think we need while getting closer to the grave. The simpler things in life are just outside our door. We keep running, never satisfied, always wanting more. Why don't we slow it down? Take a good look around us, my friends, and slow it down. the time to stop and help a friend and slow it down. We're surrounded by the future while the present's just a blink. Time waits for no man and is closer than we think. Stop running round in circles trying to find that pot of gold. Enjoy the simple things in life. Don't wait until you're old. Let's slow it down. Take a good look around us, my friends, and slow it down. 'Cause Father Time won't get us in the end. So slow it down.
Making his radio debut tonight on the program, New Music Friday. His name is Jason Martin. That is a great tune called Slow It Down. Well, I wish we could. It's a 3-hour show and time does fly, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? This next artist making his radio debut tonight, his name is Wolf Milestone. Wolf has an E on the end of it. Wolf Milestone. This is called Where My Truck Stops on Today's Country from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Well, I'm heading down the highway, I don't know where. No set direction, I just don't care where my truck stops. I'll call home. Where my truck stops, I'll call home. Well, I packed up my life in this old pickup truck. I left behind your memories of my bad luck. Where my truck stops, I'll call home. Where my truck stops, I'll call home. And the wheels on my truck just keep on rolling. As far as I can, I'll keep on going. Tail lights in my mare, the white lines up ahead. The wheels on my truck just keep on rolling. I'll drive a woman you've always been. You drove me to hell and back again. Where my truck stops, I'll call home. Where my truck stops, I'll call home. Well, I'm leaving the east and I'm heading west. The further from you will be the best. Where my truck stops, I'll call home. Where my truck stops, I'll call home. And the wheels on my truck just keep on rolling. As far as I can, I'll keep on going. The tail lights in my mare, the white lines up ahead. The wheels on my truck just keep on rolling. I'm
once again is Wolf Milestone. Wolf has an E on the end of it. Go check him out. Wolf Milestone, good friend of mine, and making his debut tonight, Where My Truck Stops. Good traditional country music on the radio. Well, we've got a young lady right now we're going to speak with by the name of Sarah McCulloch. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, Tim.
Absolutely. Thanks for doing the interview, and thanks for hitting me up with your music.
Oh, well, thank you for playing it. We appreciate your support.
Absolutely. We're going to do that tonight. A couple of songs on New Music Friday that you'll get played tonight. But first of all, the reason I like doing these interviews is so we can hear the stories behind the songs. And most of the time, you know, if this is a first-time interview, the people listening and in our live chat room that we got going on right now have never heard of you. So they're in for a treat tonight.
Well, you're going to have to get me to shut up because I love to talk about my songs. I'm a songwriter, so they're like my babies. I know their whole story.
Absolutely. Well, first question, tell me where you're from. I know you're calling from Florida, but that's not originally where you're from.
Oh, no, I'm originally from Florida.
Oh, are you? Okay, you lived in New York for 10 years. Okay, gotcha.
I lived in Western New York for 10 years, 12 years actually. But no, I was born and raised in Florida. I was born in Miami, but I was raised in the Big Cypress Swamp in the Everglades. My parents pioneered property there when we had a sawmill business, and I grew up there. I spent most of my life there. I moved out of state in my 30s and then got to move back just last year, so I'm happy to be back. So I'm originally from I actually lived down around the Lake Okeechobee area, South Florida.
I love the bass fish. Look out.
yeah. The bass fishing capital of the world.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we got a lot of fishermen, and sugarcane industry is a big industry there in that area too. I wrote a town called Sugartown about that, but my father had a sawmill, and that was some my the landscape, the cultural Americana landscape of that area is something that is near and dear to my heart. So I've written a lot about it in my songs, the different themes.
Yeah. Well, you use this theme, Sawmiller's Daughter, reminded me immediately as soon as I read it about Coal Miner's Daughter, and Loretta Lynn. But then I look about who it's produced by, and one of your producers did produce Loretta Lynn back in the day. So that's cool.
Yeah, Jim Bickerstaff was my producer for Sawmiller's Daughter, and he is a wonderful producer. He is a Muscle Shoals guy. He doesn't live in Muscle Shoals anymore, but he worked and lived there for about 30 years, and he lives in the Carolinas now, but we went back to Muscle Shoals and recorded Sawmiller's Daughter there. So, yes, he's worked with everyone from, Loretta Lynn to Widespread Panic, the Almonds. He's amazing producer and family friend that I was lucky enough to connect with.
Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight. I'm looking at that name. Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep. JimBickerstaff.com. Wonderful man. And actually, it was a connection to my father. He was friends with my father, and we had some connection with that way. So he really started out as a friend. And I knew he was a wonderful, music man and had produced great stuff, but I honestly didn't realize his resume and the plethora of people that he had worked with. Mm-hmm. He saw me performing on Facebook Live during the COVID shutdown when I was up in New York, and I was trying to get home, and I was going through a divorce and all of this. I was kind of stuck up there, and I was just singing on Facebook Live, and he tuned in and started following me, and he said, I think I can help you with these songs when you get down to Florida, when you get back down south, let's work on this. And so it took a while with COVID and everything. Yeah. It took a while, but we were real proud of how it turned out.
Well, I tell you what, I'm thrilled with what I've heard from you, and I'm glad you hit me up. I'm not sure how you found me. Might ask that question too. I'm all over Twitter and Facebook and social media and things like that. And been doing this for about 10 years off and on. So I'm glad you did though.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're supporting independent music like me. And actually, it was through Jim Bickerstaff. He had a friend in Muscle Shoals named Stephen Foster,
Okay. Yep.
Oh, so that was the connection.
That's
through
the
Stephen.
connection. Yep. He sends me emails all the time. Stephen Foster's indie picks and a lot of good country ones in there. He does multi-genre, but what he posts on his emails. But I go out there and I handpick the country ones and I listen to those, and that's how we met. Absolutely.
That's how we connected. Yeah. And I got a kick out of Stephen Foster because in Florida, Stephen Foster is he's actually related to Stephen Foster, the famous songwriter from 100 years ago. So it's kind of funny because it's a Florida connection to that songwriter. But yeah, so actually Stephen Foster is in Muscle Shoals, so it's another Muscle Shoals connection too.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, I love songwriting and talking about that on the program because most of the artists that we interview write their own material. And you wrote every song on this new album except for one that says, "I'm Just an Old Chunk of Coal." And a gentleman by the name of Billy Joe Shaver helped write that. I've heard of him. I've never interviewed him and never met him, but his name pops up a lot in some of these interviews.
He's a wonderful songwriter. He died just recently. He was one of the great Texas, singer-songwriters. I think some of the best songwriters come from Texas, whatever they put in the water down there. But Billy Joe Shaver wrote that song 70s, 80s. John Anderson, who was a famous, country music singer, and he's also a Florida boy, which makes me proud. He made it popular in the 80s, and it was my father's favorite song. My father sang the song all the time. He loved that song. So when we went to go do the album for my dad, who was the sawmiller, and the title track "Sawmiller's Daughter" was for him, Jim, my producer, and I discussed what we wanted to do a cover, and I said, well, this was my dad's favorite song, and he said, I think it would be really cool to have a woman singing that song, because we didn't really know of a woman who'd ever covered it. It had been a male song. So I was real proud to put that on there too.
That's awesome. Let me ask you this: growing up, were there any brothers and sisters, and if so, are they musically inclined like you?
I have one older sister. She's only a year and a half older than me. She's a huge fan of music in general. She's not a musician. She's a writer. We come from a family of writers and artists, but not all of the musical kind. She's a fiction and nonfiction, writer, and she loves music, but I can't say that she's a musician per se. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got the gene then. You got the talent, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And, it's the same way with me. None of my brothers even like country music. I'm the only one. And it had to grow on me a little bit, too. I started DJing 80s music back in when I went to broadcasting school in San Diego in 1986. And but I married a girl from Oklahoma, where Blake Shelton's from, in Ada, Oklahoma. And it's real close to Texas, too, about an hour from Sherman, Texas. And so everybody down there listen to country, and that 90s country is what got me.
Yeah, wasn't 90s country the best?
Oh, man.
I came of age seeing those 90s great country acts, Randy Travis and Alan Jackson and Travis Tritt and Marty Stewart and Patty Loveless and all of those great people in concert, in the 90s. And, that was when, I don't talk negatively about pop country, because I do like some of it. But that 90s stuff was still really, really traditional stuff that was cool. And I was lucky.
I'm the exact same way. I get a lot of variety of different genres within country music. Some of the outlaw sounding country, the traditional, and the pop country too. And I love it. These young ladies especially do a great job on it.
I have a lot of pop country, and I have a teenage son, and I, kind of laugh, because it's like, oh God, how did he find this Body Like a Back Road song? I didn't teach him where that was on iTunes, but he finds these pop country songs, and I don't hate them. I think there's a time and a place for them, but I just, wish that people could, love some of the older stuff a little bit more sometimes, and understand what they're missing, because it all sounded, different, and now I think a lot of the songs kind of sound similar. But I'm not one to be negative about any kind of music. It's what people want to listen to.
Absolutely, and we play a wide variety of country too, but we like to pick the best ones out there, the high quality stuff, and the ones that I really think have a potential to do well on mainstream radio. Because most folks like yourself, you start hitting up these internet stations, and then we kind of help push it from there and get you out there. And this show's heard in over 200 countries around the world now on the internet. So we've grown a big following over the years, but we want you guys to get discovered and live your dream and make this what you want to do for a living, if that's your desire.
Oh, well, I thank you. So you're talking my talk. I love it. I love it. And we, as a songwriter, you are aspiring to those great ones, and you're just hoping that it will be modern enough to get somewhere with it in modern, the modern times. Yeah. Modern country is full of a lot of hooks and hooky things and twists and almost like rappy, rhymey stuff. So yeah. I try to write stuff. I try to write stuff that I like, that I want to listen to. I don't want to listen to it. I don't know who else will want to. So, but I appreciate that, and I appreciate you picking me. Then that's very kind of you.
I would rather do this than FM radio. I did that back in 1999 in Oklahoma. I did an FM radio job, and I didn't like being told what we had to play or make, have a playlist to go by. And a lot of stations are like that. It's a top 40 thing, and you hear the same songs all the time. From 40 songs, it's got to be, pretty heavy in the rotation. You're going to hear the same song or same artist. And I've got over 1,500 songs I can pick from, and all of them are great. So I'd rather do this kind of radio.
Well, that's just what I learned about being an independent artist, is how much music is being put on the waves, Spotify and everything every day. It's overwhelming. Yeah. It is. To think about how much that you have to sift through. Not to be negative, but you're hoping that your stuff will rise to the top, because there's a lot to sift through that may not be as as winner chicken dinner kind of stuff.
Right.
So I really appreciate you. I know what it's like to sift through and look through and that. So I appreciate you doing that and cultivating your playlist. I really appreciate it.
And in today's world, social media plays a big part in it. I am glued a lot of times to this little app now called TikTok, and there's a lot of stuff in there you got to scroll by too. It's kind of like the music you don't want to listen to. There's a lot you don't want to see on TikTok, so you scroll through that real quick. But I get little snippets of 15 seconds or 30 seconds of an artist, and I'm like, whoa, this is really good. Who is this person? And I got to hear the rest. And I have hooked up with several of them, done several interviews, and it's been a great relationship too. So,
well, that's got me thinking TikTok's my next challenge, because that's the one thing that I have a publicist that's helping me, and I am trying to build on my social media platforms, because you have to do it. It's a non-issue. You have to do it. Yep. But TikTok is my next thing to work on. I've got the Facebook and all that, but you're inspiring me to work on that.
Hey, I'm the same way. I've got a TikTok account, and I could go live on there now. I've got the followers and all of that, but it's just, I have a hard time putting myself out there. To me, that's TV, and I'm in radio. So, but
I would follow you. I need to get on there though, and I'll talk too. I need to get on there. What is your I don't even know what it's called.
My handle?
Yeah,
I am at Tim Kelly on air.
Okay, all right.
And,
okay, I'll look for you.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter there and Instagram as well, all over the place.
You just don't know. My publicist is helping me too, because God, as artists, I'm sure that you know too from interviewing and everything. It's a blessing and a curse to have the art, but it's really hard as an artist to put it out there yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
So you work on different parts of the brain. One is the creativity side that you're good at, and then the other part was all that organization and publicity, and it's really challenging. So I get some help from a publicist that's really wonderful in Nashville, and she's helped me, but she's encouraged me to, do the Facebook music page, and I was kind of like, no one's really on there, and we posted the Son Miller's Daughter video on that. She posted it for me, and it has more views on that page than anywhere else.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, so it really, it's really amazing, and it's gotten like over 150 shares and stuff that I didn't even know people were really paying attention to that page. So social media really is pretty amazing. It's
sure
powerful.
And you know, that's how we end up meeting, you know, through somebody on social media. So that's awesome. But that kind of leads into this next question. You know, you say you have a hard time putting it out there. I want to ask you about this. It says this album was written and rewritten. The songs weren't done until I had the experiences I needed to have for completion. Tell us about how that kind of went down.
Well, gosh, you're a great interviewer, because that really is at the heart and soul of the kind of music that I'm putting out there. I want to put out real, raw music, but I want to put out, I would say, on the happier, upbeat side of things. And as I was starting to write these songs, I was going through a long divorce, and I really had a lot of sadder songs. And as my life improved and I got through that tough time, I started to, you know, date again and have, you know, happier experiences. So a lot of the sadder songs got replaced with some of the happier stuff. Mm-hmm. And it was because, again, it took a long time, not just because of a divorce and a cross-country move back to Florida from New York, but also COVID. And so it was painful not to be able to get some of it, the album done. But really, by the time we got into Muscle Shoals, I had like half of the album so the songs had been kind of replaced, you know, with happier songs, because I was in a better part of my life. And I want to put out as much as I can upbeat stuff. Not the you know, the heartache, and I have some heartache songs on there, you know, but I want to put on stuff that people have hard lives. I've had a hard life on certain levels, and I just want to put out stuff that inspires people. So it was rewritten after I had, I think, happier experiences in my life.
That is awesome. That's what we want to hear, those stories behind these songs. Well, you got a fun song that we're going to play for the folks as your first one tonight, called Honey to a Bear. I love this one. Tell us about it.
Thank you.
How did this one come about?
Yeah, it actually was one of those happier ones that I had started to date again, and, you know, I'd been married for a long time, and get back into dating was kind of overwhelming because things have changed, you know, with online dating. And I met this, you know, really nice guy, and he just said to me, you know, one night we had been dating, and he said, "Your kisses are like honey to a bear." He said that to me. Mm-hmm. And so that kind of just stuck in my head, and I texted him later on, and I told him, I said, "I'm going to write a song about that." And he just kind of, you know, he knew that I was musical, but he wasn't really clear on how musical. And so a couple days later, I texted him the song. I had written it pretty quickly, and had played it with my guitar into my iPhone, and I just texted it to him, and he called me like in the middle of the night, and he said, you just wrote this just now? You just wrote this song?" So it was just something that he said to me, and I just kind of turned it around and made it, you know, me saying it to, you know, the man in the song. And it was just a happy, you know, playful song. It's just a lot of the verses, and, you know, everything that happens in the song is playful, and it's from my imagination. You know, but it came from, you know, something that somebody said to me. I
love it. You know, I'm a big comedy person too. I try to post something funny on Facebook all the time, hopefully daily. And I shared this the other day. I don't know if you know this, but bees are actually allergic to pollen. When they come close to pollen, they develop hives.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Well, we don't need to share that little tidbit.
Okay. That's right. I guess we don't.
You know, I actually have to tell you now that it's ringing a bell, because I had a friend who is a beekeeper who, after I put the song kind of out, he kind of texted me something to the effect of that. Is what I'm remembering him saying, is that you don't exactly want to say that. That's not exactly real, but whatever. Anyway, it was just, like I said, all imagination. And I will say, Honey and the Bear, you know, Winnie the Pooh, you know, that's a, you know, you can't say that that's not a construct in the mind. People get it.
Hey, I love that show when I was a kid, Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and Christopher Robin and all that. Man, I love that.
That's good.
And I love doing voiceovers, and the guy that was the voice of Winnie the Pooh was awesome too. And he did some stints on different character actors. He was on Andy Griffith and different shows like that too. The voice of Winnie the Pooh. Can't remember his name. Can't remember his name right offhand, and of course he's no longer with us either. But love that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think some of that stuff has become public domain recently. Mm-hmm. I think it's been around for so long that it's now public domain. Not that I sang about Winnie the Pooh per se, but I think I remember reading that somewhere. But yeah, it was a happier time in my life, and it was a playful song. And there's a verse in there about, sitting at the bar, she was getting too close and looking for a spar, so I shoved her and I gloved her, didn't hug her, no, I don't share. And I grew up in a country area, and I'm not gonna lie, I have seen some fights go down at the rodeo or in the bar after a show or something. Country girls are pretty possessive. And it just makes me chuckle, when I think about some of the things I've seen, growing up around country girls. They're loyal. So I'm not going to say I ever did that, but I've seen it for sure.
We're going to Fist City, it sounds like.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. I really appreciate the coal miner's daughter, reference. And someone else said that to me recently too. And any parallel that anyone can draw me to Loretta Lynn and Coal Miner's Daughter. I watched that movie so many times. I have some of the parts memorized, and her bond with her father. And basically what the song is about is her hardworking father, but their love, the love that she had for her father. Mm-hmm. We were poor, but we had love. That was the one thing Daddy always made sure of. And that was exactly how my father was. We didn't have a lot of money, but we really didn't know it, until we were older, that we were poor, because, we always felt loved. So I watched that movie a lot, and, my father was very influential, and he died, relatively young too.
Yeah. And,
just like Loretta Lynn's dad.
She just had her 90th birthday, and her granddaughter, Taylor Lynn, and then Conway's grandson are tearing it up as a duet now, doing what Loretta and Conway did years ago, that Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man song. Man, they tear that up. It's good. Yeah,
my mom saw them in concert up in Ohio last summer and said that they were great.
Yeah.
And, Loretta Lynn, I saw her just some years back when they did I don't know if it was a birthday celebration for her or not. And, since she's had the physical, ailments and the stroke and so forth, some of her singing, she can't get all the way through the song, but it made me cry. The chorus, she really, she was at it. She was on it. And it's just the kind of thing, I'm not going to lie, I was really crying watching her sing that song at her age, through her life and everything that she's seen and done in the music business. And so I thought Sissy Spacek was Loretta Lynn. Like, I really did. That was such a great movie.
Yep.
That, as a little girl, every time I remember seeing Sissy Spacek at the Oscars or whatever, that's Loretta Lynn. Like, she just was such a great part and such a great movie. And I just really appreciate any kind of, anything that you can compare me to with Coal Miner's Daughter.
Absolutely. Well, let's show your imagination through this song called Honey to a Bear. Her name is Sarah McCulloch. She's live with us tonight on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Back in the woods, out in the muck, you said something sweet, we were getting in the truck, so I giggled and I wiggled just a little like I didn't care. But a little bit of love from you is like honey to a bear. Back at the house, out in the yard, you settled up to me and you kissed me hard. So I shivered and I quivered, not a little, no it isn't fair. How a little bit of love from you is like honey to a bear. Oh, now you don't have to do that much to please me. Honey, all your love goes down so easy. too close and looking for a spark, so I shoved her and I gloved her, didn't hug her, no I don't share. When a little bit of love from you is like honey to a bear. Back at the crib, snuggled up tight, you leaned into me cause you didn't want to fight, so I snuggled and I cuddled and I huddled, no I wouldn't dare. When a little bit of love from you is like honey to a bear. Oh, now you don't have to do that much to please me. Honey, all your love goes down so easy. Back in the woods, out in the mud, you said something sweet, we were getting in the truck, so I giggled and I wiggled just a little like I didn't care. But a little bit of love from you was like honey to a bear. Yeah, a little bit of love from you is like honey to a bear.
Her name is Sarah McCulloch. They are loving that song in our live chat room. Instant feedback. Great stuff. That is called Honey to a Bear. And you're a big hit with the folks out there in Radio Land.
Well, thank you. I'm so happy that they like it.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a great song. I that was the first one I heard of yours, and then you sent me some more. We've got about 5 of yours to choose from, and I hear I'm going to get some more from you later on, and so we'll debut them next week on New Music Friday. I'm always looking for new music.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
I will send you more.
That'll work. I love it. Let me ask you this now: when you were getting into music, and you know, I know it's real easy for a lot of young folks to go a different direction, but country's pretty much in your blood, isn't it? You pick country.
Well, yeah. And, you know, going back when you were asking me about my siblings, if, you know, my sister was musical, she was not, but my father was. My father was a singer-songwriter and played the guitar. He was a big music fan and played. He wasn't he liked Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash. He wasn't a huge traditional country music fan. I fell in love with country music when I went to school in Clewiston, Florida, which is a small town on the south rim of Lake Okeechobee, and just really fell in love with it in the 90s. And it's just everyone would make, when I went off to college, you know, in Ohio, they all made fun of me. They say you turn every song, rock and roll, whatever, into a country song, because I had just listened to so much country music, and that's how I sang. Yeah. So it really is kind of in my blood. And my parents were not Southerners. They were from Ohio, but they moved down south and raised us there. So I'm kind of a hybrid of a lot of different influences, but country is just kind of my comfort zone. Yeah. And my heroes have always been cowboys, as Willie Nelson used to say.
Today is his birthday. I've been seeing it all over social media. He's 89 today.
He's 89 today. Bless his little heart. His sister just died, and she lived to be into her 90s, and I think he's got a new album. Does he have a new album out or something like that?
I think so. I'll tell you what, I tell this story a lot. The day that Merle Haggard died, I was on the radio, and Willie Nelson and Merle were scheduled to come to Springfield, Missouri, just north of Branson, that following Friday. Well, Willie Nelson says, he's a show must go on kind of guy, apparently, because he brought Jamie Johnson with him to Springfield and went ahead and did that show. And Jamie Johnson did all the Merle parts, and they said that he could barely finish them because he was so emotional about Merle passing away that day. So.
Well, now you got my heart going pitter-pat, because I am not going to lie. I love me some Jamie Johnson. Yeah. I have a huge crush on him, and that double album he put out some years back was dynamite, and I love him. All the stuff that he did, the Hank Cochran cover album that he did for all of those Hank Cochran tunes, and of course I'm a Merle Haggard fan. I absolutely love him, but he actually died on his birthday.
Yes, he did. That? Yep. I think he was 69 the day he died. Yeah.
Well, now that, he was a triple threat, singer, songwriter, player. He was really all of it. And, but Willie Nelson, I saw Willie 2018. I actually had never seen him in concert, and I flew out to the Hollywood Bowl out in California. That was on my bucket list. So I went to the Outlaw Festival out there with my sister, and I saw him with a bunch of other great acts, and he was great. He didn't play for really long, but he was great. I mean, he was really good. Yeah. So I'm still like, wow, he's still, I was honestly kind of afraid that, I needed to see him because that he might pass away. And he's still, he's still going. So happy birthday to Willie.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a fun interview. 30 minutes flies when you're having this much fun. Thank you. Yeah. We got to have you back. We got to do this again.
Yeah, and I'll send you some more songs too. I don't know what all I sent you, but I would love for you to play the Sawmiller's Daughter title track on your show. That would be really fun for me to hear, for you to hear it. We talked a lot about Loretta Lynn, so it would be interesting.
I definitely want to do that too. I want to get that on next week's program, so definitely be able to send that to me. And you got a week, so we're good. But we want to ask you one more thing. Where can folks find you on social media? I'm looking at your website, but I want to let you tell it.
Okay, well, my website is Sarah, and I'm Sarah with an H, Mac, M-A-C, music.com, sarahmacmusic.com. And I am on Instagram at Sarah Mac Songs. And I am on Facebook, just regular Facebook page. You can friend me, Sarah McCullough, MCCULLOCH. And then I just have a Sarah McCullough music page. Right now, those are my main platforms. We're working on the TikTok, but I got to tell you, you're inspiring me. I got to get out there and start getting at it, man.
That's right. I find them after the show's over. I'm scrolling through TikTok 11 o'clock at night in bed, and what I'll do is I'll go find them on YouTube and hear the whole song. And then I'll email it to myself, and then the next day I can convert that to MP3 or go grab the MP3 and put it in our system so we can play it over the air. And another thing I wanted to mention to you is if you ever make a video to one of your songs, and a lot of songs end up in movies like Coal Miner's Daughter, The Gambler for Kenny Rogers, 9 to 5 for Dolly, all of that. Make a video to your songs. We just started up our TV channel again. It's ICTV, Indie Country Television. .com is the website, so we've got some great videos running around the clock over there. It's kind of like CMT for the indie artists. So,
well, Honey to a Bear has a cartoon video, and Sawmiller's Daughter has a video. These are all on my website.
Okay,
they're on my YouTube channel, but I don't know what my YouTube channel is per se, unless you just go to my website.
Yep.
And I have Honey to a Bear has a cartoon video, and then Sawmiller's Daughter has a video that's doing really well. It's gotten over 11,000 views since it's been out for like a week. So yeah, please take a look at those. Yeah.
I'll definitely do that, and I might add that to the TV channel tonight and surprise you. I'll tag you in it. We're friends on Facebook.
If you could. Yeah. I think you'll be pleased with what you see they're doing. Honey to a Bear has almost 60,000 views.
Wow. Okay.
That's been out since February. That single was released at the beginning of February, so it's been out a little while. I have another video on there called Half Crazy that was just a real quick kind of low-budget video that we did, but the Sawmiller's Daughter was a big production. That one was a lot of fun. That was filmed on location where I grew up.
Now you got me curious. I got to see it. I'll be definitely checking that out after the show. We will be in touch.
Okay.
Thank you for a great radio interview, Sarah, and keep making the music. And we'll keep playing it as well.
I will. Thank you so much for having me. Have a great weekend.
You betcha. We're going to do one more from Sarah McCullough. It is called Sugartown on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I heard your daddy died and your mama moved away. I keep up on you from a distance. Has it been 20 years since we walked across that stage? Where I'm now, I don't feel different. I'm still growing up and learning how to stay between the lines. And I can't help but think of you sometimes. That sugar town where we were raised, the sun comes up on the sugar cane. Work, work, work in the red hot sun. Don't call it off till the job gets done. I moved on from this sugar town. Sugar town. They still got the factory and the levee on the lake, and your brother's fixing cars just off the highway. Now there's a big box store where we used to go and park. If I could, I'd have it my way. They're still raising Cain there on Friday night. Them Okeechobee boys still looking for a fight. In this sugar town where we were raised, sun comes up on the sugar cane. Work, work, work in the red hot sun. Don't call it off till the job gets done. I moved on, you stayed behind. Still somehow that don't feel right. From this sugar town. Sugar town, and 27 rows like a beacon in the night. Back to the coast, then on down the line, away from this sugar town. Sugar town, sugar town. This sugar town where we were raised, the sun comes up on the sugar cane. Sugar town. Work, work, work in the red hot sun. Don't call it off till the job gets done. Sugar town. Oh, sugar town. Sugar comes up on the sugar cane. Sugar town. Sugar town. Sugar town. Work, work, work in the red hot sun. Sugar town. Sugar
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Girl, you don't need another outlaw. Ain't looking for another Jesse James. Don't be fooled by my hat and boots. No, we ain't all the same. We don't all disappear into the sunset. Ain't all gunslanging, saloon doors swinging drunks. We ain't all rough cut ramblers out here gambling with love. From the looks of it, I can tell your heart's breaking. Dancing and stress, and you need saving. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for running, no, we're riding to the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak. Come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, but let's get back up on that horse, 'cause that's what cowboys are for. I'd walk 1,000 miles across the desert, climb 100 mountains just so I love your biggest ass on the Arizona sky and hold you tight. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. before. Ain't built for running. We're right into the store. Your strength and you feel weak. Come and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, let's get back up on that horse. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for.
His name is Brandon Davis. That's what Cowboys are for. Kicking off the second hour of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. He is probably hitting the stage right about now at the Walmart Amphitheater in Rogers, Arkansas, opening for Tim McGraw tonight, along with Alexandra Kay and Russell Dickerson, all three opening for Tim McGraw. His summer 2022 tour kicks off tonight, and that is awesome. The song is great too, Mr. Brandon Davis and What Cowboys Are For. Well, we just wrapped up a great interview with Sarah McCulloch. Go check her out, ladies and gentlemen. Her music is fantastic, and she's had some trying times in her life, but boy, Honey to a Bear is a fantastic song from a better time in her life, and music does impact lives. So we're getting ready to impact you for another 2 hours, and another great interview coming up at the bottom of this hour with Mr. Matt Tucker. Let's get Mr. Marty Hedden on the radio right now. This is called A Little Less Lonely on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I'm only half past heartache, and it's almost closing time. Just like that clock on the wall, you're still hanging on my mind. Every sip feels like one more step, a little farther down that line. I'm a little less lonely, a lighter shade of blue. I'm climbing and stumbling, trying to get over you. Pour me one more round of a double shot of Crown, 'cause I'm drowning her goodbye. I'm a little less lonely, if only for tonight. When this glass is empty, maybe I'll be able to smile. Even two-step with a stranger, forget about you for a while. It's a long, hard road, and I'm moving real slow, but at least for a few more miles I'll be a little less lonely, a lighter shade of blue. I'm climbing and stumbling, trying to get over you. Order me one more round of a double shot of Crown, 'cause I'm drowning her goodbye. I'm a little less lonely, if only for tonight. Pour me one more round of a double shot of Crown, 'cause I'm drowning her goodbye. I'm a little less lonely, if only for tonight.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's Country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's Country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
picking me up just like that. Holding the doors in my hand and then paying the tab. He's all I should want, he's all that you're not, but you're not getting out of my head. I'm not supposed to think about you, but I do it all the time. I shouldn't call you when I'm drinking in the middle of the night, hoping you pick up on the first string, say you miss me, even if it ain't the truth. Well, I still believe you, 'cause I always do, even though I know I'm not supposed to. I take the long way to his place just so I pass yours on the way. And I use the key that he gave me, but I still keep yours just in case. Well, I don't know what I want, but I know what you're not, and you're not getting out of my head. I'm not supposed to think about you, but I do it all the time. I shouldn't call you when I'm drinking in the middle of the night, hoping you pick up on the first string, say you miss me, even if it ain't the truth. I still believe you, 'cause I always do, even though I know I'm not supposed to feel the way that I do. Wish I could forget you, stop thinking about you, but I do it all the time. I shouldn't call you when I'm drinking in the middle of the night, hoping you pick up on the first string, say you miss me, even if it ain't the truth. I still believe you, 'cause I always do, even though I know I'm not supposed to. I take the long way to his place just so I pass yours on the way.
That is the latest single from our good friend Miss Brittany Warthen. It is fantastic. It is called Not Supposed To, but I'm going to play it every week for a few. That is a good song, and love that. We've met her in 2014 when we were doing a radio award program out in Nashville, Tennessee. She handed me an award for Broadcaster of the Year. I handed her a couple, including Female Vocalist of the Year, I do believe. She is fantastic, Miss Brittany Warthen. Well, this next artist is fantastic as well, and the gentleman that I'm going to be interviewing tonight here in about 15 minutes, Mr. Matt Tucker, he knows Mr. Trent Tomlinson. He has opened for him. Now, Trent is a great singer and a great songwriter. He is from Kennett, Missouri, in the Boot Hill part of the state of Missouri, and he wrote In Case You Didn't Know for Mr. Brett Young. This is one of Trent's great songs, one of my favorites. It is called When She Goes There. Let's go there right now on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
I know that number, but I ain't picking up. She's coming over, gonna pick up her stuff. Ain't in the mood for a real big fight, wrecking my mind. Hell no, not tonight. Turn off the lights, say and lock it all up. Grab the keys and go fire up the truck. Ain't gonna be nowhere to be found when it all goes down. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. For long as I'm bellied up to a bar, I won't see her climbing out of her car. I won't see her stepping up on that porch, come in that door, get to what she came here for. I know there's no way I can take her looking so good while she's walking away. If I'm gone, I could brush it off like it never really happened at all. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. Turn off the lights, hey, and lock it all up. Grab the keys and go fire up the truck. Ain't gonna be nowhere to be found when it all goes down. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. Hey, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. Wanna be here when she goes there.
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
And you're pulling me in. Tattooed skin and a little bit of gin. Your green eyes got me feeling right, and your smile's got me hypnotized. Some say it's a dangerous game, but what a shame if I didn't play. If you play your cards and I'll roll my dice, I'm all in if I'm yours tonight. Don't be a joker or play me for a fool. Come on, baby, show me your next move. I'll be the queen to your king since you asked me to, but don't for now, 'cause I'm taking a gamble on you. Dim down the lights, I got a seat to my left and it's yours tonight. Losing track of time, 'cause I can't seem to get you off my mind. Show me your lead, this ain't a game of luck, we both can see. My love ain't free, so how much you wanna bet on me? Don't be a joker or play me for a fool. Come on, baby, show me your next move. I'll joker, play me for a fool. Come on, baby, show me your next move. Don't be a joker or play me for a fool. Come on, baby, show me your next move. I'll be the queen to your king since you asked me to. But don't for now, 'cause I'm taking a gamble on you. Taking a gamble. Taking a gamble.
She is an alumni artist of Team Kelly of NBC's The Voice, and she is awesome. That is Presley Tennant, and her latest single is called Gamble on You. You can check out the video to it on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. This next artist has a video to this next song as well. He's making his radio debut tonight on the program, and we're going to be interviewing him as well. You're going to love the deep voice in this gentleman's music. His name is Jody Medford. This is called She Can't Cook, and when you watch the video, you'll see why he adds "and I don't care" on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
All about it. Oh, yeah. She's a long, tall, high-heel country boy's dream. Looks like something off a movie screen. She was her mama and her daddy's darling pride and joy. The only little girl in a house full of boys. They gave her everything, no matter what it took. Only one thing missing, Lord, she can't cook. She can't cook, I don't care. She can make a passenger train stop and stare. Oh, she's fine, and she's mine. Me and that gal eat out all the time. I guess that you could say we're the perfect pair. She can't cook, and I don't care. She can build a fire, she can put up a tent. She even kicks down on half of the rent. Makes the best margaritas that you've ever had. When I stay out late, Lord, she never gets mad. When we go fishing, she baits her own hook. But we're eating sushi, 'cause she can't cook. She can't cook, I don't care. She can make a passenger train stop and stare. Oh, she's fine, and she's mine. Me and that gal eat out all the time. I guess that you could say we're the perfect pair. She can't cook, and I don't care. You know I don't. The pizza boys all fight to get to see who delivers. 'Cause when she opens the door, they all shake and they shiver. We get pizza for free, and they get a look. We're all happy that she can't cook. She can't cook, I don't care. She can make a passenger train stop and stare. Oh, she's fine, and she's mine. Me and that gal eat out all the time. I guess that you could say we're the perfect pair. She can't cook, and I don't care. I guess that you could say we're the perfect pair. She can't cook, and I don't care. Not at all. Mercy.
Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
You might have said it first, beat me to the punch, boy. 3 little words that sum up the way you look at me, babe. Saying it right now hits a little deeper just when I think I can. I love you more than any storm that's coming. Let the sky keep falling. Yeah, the world's got nothing on us. You won't scare me away, so bring on the rain. I love you more than any tide that's turning. Let the sun keep burning. No, it won't be perfect, but on the worst of our days, that's what I mean when I say I love you more. I look into your eyes and my heart starts dancing. Even when we fight, I can't stay mad, 'cause you make me laugh. And to this day it's nothing different. Not that it's a competition, but I love you more than any storm that's coming. Let the sky keep falling. Yeah, the world's got nothing on us. You won't scare me away, so bring on the rain. I love you more than any tide that's turning. Let the sun keep burning. No, it won't be perfect, but on the worst of our days, that's what I mean when I say I love you more. Swear I'm your biggest fan. Just when I think I can't, I love you more than any storm that's coming. Let the sky keep falling. Yeah, the world's got nothing on us. You won't scare me away, so bring on the rain. I love you more than any tide that's turning. Let the sun keep burning. No, it won't be perfect, but on the worst of our days, that's what I mean when I say I love you more. Yeah, I love you more.
Her name is Avery Anna. That is called I Love You More, and the video to that one is on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Well, while we're waiting for Matt Tucker, I'm going to play another group of guys that he has opened for. They're my good buddies, Outshine, OUTSHYNE. Go check them out. They are phenomenal, and this is my favorite song of theirs. It is called Moonlight Crush on Today's Country. From KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Well, maybe it's just the summertime heat that's got my heart playing tricks on me with a couple of beers and a good time atmosphere. Or maybe it's the way you tilt your head when you laugh at some silly thing I said, or your angel eyes. Whatever it is tonight, I've got a little moonlight crush on you, girl, a little bit starstruck, having a hard time covering up how I'm feeling right now. Your pretty firefly silhouettes looking just about as good as it gets. You're such a beautiful little wreck, the way you're smiling at me. Just a little moonlight crush. to somewhere else, all by ourselves, and let our kisses tell us what we got. Then you can tell me what you want this night to be. 'Cause at the very least, I've got a little moonlight crush on you, girl, a little bit starstruck, having a hard time covering up how I'm feeling right now. Your pretty firefly silhouettes looking just about as good as it gets. You're such a beautiful little wreck, the way you're smiling at me. Yeah, it might be love, or just a little moonlight crush. That strap hanging off your shoulder, I can't help but get a little bit closer. I'd like to do this over and over and over. I've got a little moonlight crush on you, girl, a little bit starstruck, having a hard time covering up how I'm feeling right now. And your pretty firefly silhouettes looking just about as good as it gets. You're such a beautiful little wreck, the way you're smiling at me. Yeah, it might be love, or just a little moonlight crush. Just a little moonlight crush. Just a little moonlight crush.
Once again, they are the great group Outshine. That is called Moonlight Crush, one of my all-time favorites from them. They are amazing. And speaking of amazing, we've got another great radio interview getting ready to happen. The gentleman is Mr. Matt Tucker. How are you tonight?
I am great. How are you, sir?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for doing this interview. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for taking the time and having me on. This is great.
Absolutely. Great to have you on. And I want to thank Miss Paula from Ablaze Entertainment, one of our sponsors for our TV channel, too, that helped set this interview up. She's fantastic.
Absolutely. She is a workhorse, and she is awesome.
She is. You're a workhorse, too. I see, looking in your bio, you've been doing a lot of cool things in the world of country music. But first thing I want to talk about is where you're from. You were born in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
That is correct.
Yes.
Nobody's familiar where that is. Rock Hill is about 25 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina. So
Okay.
we're basically a suburb, just right on the state line there.
Right. And still living there, or did you make that big move to Nashville?
I've done both, so I just actually came back. I also run a business around the Charlotte area. I do a roofing thing too, so but I frequent Nashville still. I'm recording right there, so I set it up and working into my schedule.
Okay, awesome. And it says in your bio that you began playing the local honky tonks with your father around that area too. So I guess he's a musician.
I did. So yes, he is. My grandfather was a bluegrass player.
Nice.
Probably where it started. He played banjo. He really played anything with strings, but he was known for banjo. He was known well around the Maggie Valley area in the Appalachian Mountains. My dad played locally around Rock Hill coming up. He never went out, never had to want to go past do it as a hobby type thing. And but when I showed interest, I taught myself how to play guitar. 6 months later, me and him kind of started this little duo thing. We ran backing tracks and started playing at like BFWs, American Legions, and so I kind of cut my teeth with the veteran crowd, and that's where it all started.
That is awesome. And you're influenced by some of the greats in country music. I'm looking at, of course, George Strait, 60 #1 singles, Alan Jackson, Johnny Cash, Conway Twitty. I'm in Branson, Missouri, by the way. Conway passed away in Springfield, Missouri, about an hour north of where I'm at. When he passed away at the hospital up there in Springfield years ago. But you like some of the modern stuff, too, like I do. We got a lot in common. Jake Owen, Jason Aldean, Chris Stapleton, Blake Shelton, Luke, Brian, Kenny Chesney, and Garth. Man, good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And that thing, that bio, there's more than just that. Yeah,
right.
I got friends that play with a lot of the newer guys too. So I mean, as far as what I listen to, tasteful, I like it all. I try to listen to what everybody's got going on, and it always helps to see what they're doing, and it always, as an artist and a songwriter, you're going to be inspired, by other influences. So.
I've interviewed Allie Colleen, which is Garth's daughter, and my vice president, who's in our live chat room right now from Nashville, has put on many shows for Allie Colleen, and she doesn't want to use Daddy's money or Daddy's, name or anything like that. She's wanting to try to do it on her own, and she is fantastic, and she's making her way.
Yeah, I just saw her in Nashville last week or the week before, or the local.
Yeah,
she was in a writer's round there, so.
She likes to get tattoos. I just saw her newest one on TikTok last night, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So
that's very cool.
Hey, I'm the same way. Mine are all sports, though. I got football and all that kind of stuff. So.
There you go. Hey.
Yeah.
It is what you like, right?
That's right. I got Patrick Mahomes on my left arm. Can you believe that?
Well, let me ask you this: if I told you how far I can throw a baseball, you think you consider me a sports icon?
Probably. Probably so. Hey, I just played another group that you have recently opened for, the group Outshine, and then Trent Tomlinson, my buddy, who I've actually met him. He's from Kennett, Missouri, in the Boot Hill of the state. And I got to hang out on Trent's tour bus. It's been several years ago in Oklahoma. He was doing the Sand Bass Festival in Madill, Oklahoma, and I lived in Ada at the time, where Blake Shelton's from. And it was really hot out there, and a buddy of mine had met Trent, and Trent got him into the CMA Awards, and so he goes over there and he says, "Hey, Trent, can we come hang out with you?" And we drank a beer and watched his big screen TV and just had a heck of a good time. He is a really neat dude.
Yeah, Trent's great. He's definitely one of my inspirations as a songwriter.
Yeah.
Wouldn't believe half the songs that's out he's written. So
yeah,
I love Trent. He's a great dude.
Yep.
The Outshine Boys are great. I've actually had, when they took a break, I had their drummer for a little while in my band. So, but they're kind of getting back together. So.
Yeah. You've met Jason Michael Carroll. That is awesome. And Josh Thompson. I got to meet Josh Thompson in 2008 at Losers in Nashville up on North Broadway. Good.
He's a big writer, too.
Yep.
He's a big writer, too.
Jeff Bates. Man, I'll tell you what, the Love Song by Jeff Bates, man, he sounds a lot like Conway Twitty to me. Do you kind of get that from him, too?
I do. He even sounds like him when he talks.
Does he?
I opened for Jeff one year in North Carolina, and he's got that,
right.
Come here, darling, in his voice when he talks. And but yeah, he actually put that tribute album to Conway, and you would not believe how he's still Jeff, but it's like, man, you can tell this guy loves Conway.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would love to meet him in person one of these days. I'd love to meet you in person too. We're gonna try to bring you guys to Branson, Missouri, and hopefully be doing some shows here if you're up for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun to have you. Tell me about some of the stuff that you did. Now, I know the pandemic, in 2020 come along, and that put a hold on a lot of stuff, but some of your maybe most memorable gigs, favorite ones that you've done, either the venue, the food, the crowd, some of that.
Over the years, I guess, I've been lucky enough, as an independent to play a lot of cool stuff, open for a lot of people, and I'd say my most memorable moment coming up, 2014 in my hometown, the big festival is Come See Me Festival. And it's a 2-week festival. And during those 2 weeks, they have different events. And during the week, at lunch and dinner, they'll have like a small garden type amphitheater show, acoustic type setup every day. But the last day of the 2 weeks is on a Saturday, which actually is coming up. It's this Saturday on the 30th. And I'm happen to be in Florida, so I'm not playing that. But I did happen to play one of the smaller events this past week. But in 2014, I played the big deal, and they call it the Tailgate Party. And it's over by the local college there. It's a Winthrop University. They have a big park with a coliseum and a huge field with a pond. They put a huge stage out there, and they have vendors all over the place. You pay, and, of course, they'll have you'll make wristbands for, because they have beer vendors, but it's kid friendly. So you got all this going on, and at the end of the night, they have a huge fireworks show. And 2014, we got asked to headline it. And I think so far, still to this day, it's still the largest Come See Me Festival tailgate party that they've had. They stopped the clicker count at the gate. Now, granted, this is a gate, so some people are probably sneaking in.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it's not a gate. It's ropes, caution tape. Right? But I think they stopped the clicker. They said they estimated 50 or 60,000 people that came through that thing. And when we were on stage, we started, I think it was about 7:30, 7 o'clock, and we played all the way till right after dark, so 9:30, and then they shoot fireworks when we're done. We played all the way up to the time I had staff coming up saying, this has got to be the last song. Like, we got to, noise orders, there's fireworks, da-da-da. But I remember looking out whenever it was dark, man, and just looking out. We were playing. I did this on purpose. I did courtesy of Red, White, and Blue, covered the Toby Keith song because I knew the fireworks were coming up next. And I was like, yeah, we're going to get this crowd hyped. I look out, man, and as far as I can see, and it's kind of up the hill type deal, just cell phones and lighters everywhere. And, I mean, it was at that time, like now, I'd want to embrace it, like film it, because it'd be like, yeah. But at the time, I was in a way just so shooken and just going, wow, like this is crazy. Like, how do I get to experience this? So that's probably one of my most memorable moments as far as like seeing like a huge crowd thing, and I've met so many people that those always stick out in my mind.
Yeah.
And just, there's a lot of cool gigs too, where you, like, even if it's not 10,000 people, I mean, you meet cool people where you hear these stories, and that's the biggest thing. When you meet these people and you hear their life story, or you hear how they tell you, hey man, I love this song that you did. It did this for me. And I'm like, that's big, because I'm just Matt Tucker, just indie guy trying to do something, and you know my song and done that for you. That's, wow, thank you,
Absolutely. And it's probably a really neat feeling when they're singing your songs and they know the words out there in the crowd to your originals too, huh?
It very much so. And when that happens, man, I tell you, it's a big deal. I find it happen more closer to where I'm from, but I have had it happen. Like, we've been as far as like Nebraska before, and they've sang the words right back to us sometimes, and it's usually like the party or the bar song, because it's, obviously it's where we're at, but it doesn't matter to me. It's just like, wow, these people, they're paying attention, so that's cool.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, it can sure happen for you like it did for one gentleman from Texas that we played a lot when he was an independent artist, and I'm sure you know who he is. His name's Cody Johnson. And down in Houston, Texas, he's still the first artist to sell out NRG Stadium as an independent artist. I think there was over 70,000 folks there that night. And now he has a #1 Billboard hit with Till You Can't. So know Cody Johnson well, and you're right in there, man. You're in that crowd because of the way you sound and the music that you make, man. It's good stuff.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love Cody. He's great. I'm real happy for him. He deserves what he's got right now, and I hope it keeps growing for him too. So that's good.
Well, I'm sure glad that Paula reached out to us and pitched a couple of songs from you, because I'm sure pleased with what I heard, and I look forward to getting some more. I do this show on Thursday nights called Triple Play Thursday, so if I can get one more song, I can get you on that program, and we'll spin 3. So we'll hit her up or you, either one. If you want to send one over, another one, we'd love to have it.
Absolutely. I can surely do that for you.
You betcha. You got a great video to this next song, too, called We Need to Talk, and I did add that to our TV channel. I kind of call it like CMT for the Indies, but it's called ICTV, Indie Country Television. So we got some of the best videos on the planet from the indie artists running that thing 24/7. So you're getting lots of airtime on that as well. Tell us about the song, though. Did you write this one?
This is one of mine. I am a writer. Funny story, though, how this happened. So this happened, you asked about COVID and how this thing, what happened.
Right.
Everybody knows how COVID went. Everybody experienced it. For me, being an artist, a musician, even owning a business, everything pretty much shut down. And we couldn't do anything, especially in the height of it, whenever they pretty much told the world to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And
and wear a mask while you're doing it, right?
Yeah, if you're at home, wear a mask.
That's right, in your car.
But so I had this guy hit me up through Instagram Messenger one day and I tried to utilize the time of the girl. I tried to write and do as much as I possibly could. We do like live events and, shows and stuff like that. But I'm just tinkering around one night and I'm looking through my socials, kind of cleaning up stuff, and I was going through Instagram and it was in my request inbox, so I didn't even see it until I had went through and seen who tried to send me something. So I opened it up, and there's this guy. He says, "Hey man, I don't really know how I know you or why I follow you, but I do, and I've got this song that I've tried to get a local guy to do something with, and he's never done anything. It's been a year, and this guy that hits me up, he's like Philly, I think, around that area, and." He's like, "Hey, I got this song, da da da." So I'm like, what the heck? I ain't got nothing else to do. What have I got to lose? And so we exchanged numbers, and we get on the phone call one day and get talking. I said, "Well, just send me what you got, dude. I'll look at it." Well, it's not a song. It's not in the form of a song, I should say. It's just this big long poem, and it's great. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. Fell in love with the storyline, and so I call him back and I go, "Hey man, I really like what you got because." Right now, with what's going on in the world, what's going on with my life, like this fits, but it's real. I can't just put music to this. It needs to be restructured. We need to make it a song. And he goes, "Okay." And so we got to talk. I said, "Well, let me live with it. I don't play with it." He goes, "Just do your thing, man." Mm-hmm. I said, "We'll just split it. It'll be half writing, So I used some of his stuff. The basic storyline stayed there. I used some of his lines. I rewrote some of the stuff, made it fit me, and I put the melody to it and wrote it. And it's real life events. That's pretty much what you're hearing is what I was going through, but I also tried to make it resonate with, the song title is "We Need to Talk," probably one of the most common phrases most people hear. And I try to make it resonate to a mass crowd, but also where when I'm singing it, I'm like, this is personal at the same time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, That's how it came. That's how it came about.
That is awesome, man. That's why I love doing these interviews. I love hearing the stories behind the songs. I get so many song titles, and I look at that, and I'm like, I wonder what this is. We need to talk. My dad used to say that, and it wasn't ever good. No. So, yeah.
Exactly. That's what I say. Anytime you hear that, your heart drops, goes through your stomach, and it comes out the other side.
So, fantastic story on this song. Well, let's play it for the folks, and we'll get instant feedback for you in our live chat room. We got that going on right now. I'll be watching that while the song's playing. His name is Matt Tucker. We Need to Talk on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
When I woke up, it was 11:30. She usually called by 9. I knew something wasn't right, so I'm pacing to pass the time. When her name popped up on my phone, I quickly said hello. She started off our conversation with "There's something you should know. We need to talk about the way you don't talk to Jesus. Talk about the fighting, drinking, and cheating. Talk about why I'm not missing you these days." She didn't say hey, she didn't say hello, she didn't say I'm out front, ready to go. She just said 4 words I'll remember the rest of my life. We need to talk. My first thought is, what have I done? Guess the music life can help you lose someone. If the man in the mirror can't carry on this conversation, talk to Jesus. Talk about the fighting, drinking, and cheating. Talk about how I'm missing you these days. She didn't say hey, she didn't say hello. She didn't say I'm out front, ready to go. She just said 4 words, I remember the rest of my life. We need to talk. We need to talk. Yeah, we need to talk. We need to talk.
Actually, we're friends.
Oh, there you go. Mr. Matt Tucker right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. That is a great song called We Need to Talk. We just heard the story behind it. You've heard the song. You can also check out the video on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Well, Matt, it has been fun, almost getting ready to hit hour number 3, but you've got a lot of good stuff going on, and we wish you all the success in the world, man. You're super, super talented.
Thank you so much. And I appreciate the time and having me on and talking. I love telling the story and hearing reactions and everything. So
Absolutely. Well, and I was looking at your bio. You're one of the top independent artists in where you live in South Carolina, but we're heard in over 200 countries around the world every time I push play on a song. So you're going to get airplay in Denver, Colorado, in Germany, in Australia, in Canada. We're going to put it out there this week for you, with tonight's show and what we got going on, including this great interview. So.
Well, that's very, very cool. I appreciate that.
And these are fun because not only we get to hear the stories behind the songs, we get to know the artist a little bit, and hear the background of why you want to do country music. And you're great at it, man. So keep doing it.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We're gonna ask you one more thing before we play your next single, My Kind of Time. But that's where can folks find you on social media? I've been looking at your website, but I'll let you tell it.
Yeah, so my website, it's matttuckermusic.com.
Mm-hmm.
If that's something you simply want to look up, you can find all the links on that website as well for whatever you use, listening platform or social platforms that you like to look on. But if not, if you're stuck on one and you want to stay there and just look me up, everything on the web is pretty much Matt Tucker Music. So if you throw an @ handle in front of it and do Matt Tucker Music, you're going to find me. If you go to Google and type in Matt Tucker Music, it's going to pop up.
There you go. Absolutely. And one more thing I want to ask you, the story behind this next song that we're getting ready to play called My Kind of Time.
My Kind of Time. Okay. Yeah. So this is the first single we're coming out of the box with. So during COVID, again, a COVID story, not only did I write that song, We Need to Talk, and record that one, I was also in the process of working with a new producer in Nashville, and we done a full-length album. We did 13 songs. I partnered up. I got a sponsor, National Cancer Assistance Foundation in Florida, and I wrote them a song for cancer, and I also brought in 12 more with it, so we had 13 to go in the studio with. We just finished mastering those a week or two ago, and this next song is the first out of the box we're going to hit the stage with and come out with as a single. And My Kind of Time is something I wrote actually virtually basically during COVID. During COVID I wrote as much as I could, and this one just kind of came to me sitting there by myself one day, and I kind of got stuck, and I hit a buddy of mine up that I write with a lot, and we just kind of bounced back and forth, sending each other voice memos. He goes, well, man, I think honestly you got it pretty much written, but here's what I hear in certain spots, and here's what I think you could do here. And it's just a fun, upbeat, rockin' country song. I think it's got a cool summer vibe to it, but it's basically like a modern Bonnie and Clyde love story song, if you will.
I love it. That's awesome. Well, thank you for your time tonight, my friend, and come back soon. We'll do it again, and I'm booking into July, so if in a couple of months you want to get back on, and we'll talk about some of your new stuff, and definitely going to get you on that Triple Play Thursday show where every artist gets 3 plays in a row of their songs. So we'll definitely do that for you, and we'll get you on there next week.
Absolutely. I surely look forward to it, and I want to thank you so much, Tim. It's been a pleasure and fun tonight. Thank you.
Same here. My friend Matt Tucker right here. It's called My Kind of Time on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Picture you and me in the middle of nowhere. Won't it feel so good to be wild and free? I just can't shake it. My hands are shaking. My heartbeat is racing. You got me going crazy. Let's get lost together forever and make history. Drop everything, let me take you on a country ride. So come on, baby. You can be my Bonnie Ride and Shotty, I'll be your Clyde. So hold on, baby. We'll run from town to town, line them up and shoot them down. Love it when you're smiling, singing whiskey bent and hellbound. When you look my way, I think about the rest of my life. Killing every minute with you, that's my kind of time. Steal my heart, still a kiss, feel my love. Drunk on you, drunk on me, love this buzz. I never seen this coming until I saw you going. I gotta get to know you, you gotta let me show you the happiest ever after it ever was. Drop everything, let me take you on a country ride. So come on, baby. You can be my Bonnie Ride and Shotty, I'll be your Clyde. So hold on, baby. We'll run from town to town, line them up and shoot them down. Love it when you're smiling, singing whiskey bent and hellbound. When you look my way, I think about the rest of my life. Killing every minute with you, that's my kind of time. Drop everything, let me take you on a country ride. So come on, baby. You can be my Bonnie Ride and Shotty, I'll be your Clyde. So hold on, baby. We'll run from town to town, line them up and shoot them down. Love it when you're smiling, singing whiskey bent and hellbound. When you look my way, I think about the rest of my life. Killing every minute with you, that's my kind of time.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I was looking for a blessing, but you were just a lesson that I didn't want to learn. And then you let me burn. Some days I want to scream Wish I didn't regret. I wish I didn't miss you, but I still do. I'm just a rock falling down, begging to be found, but I got caught between. Blamed it on the one for too long, and now you're gone. I see my reflection staring back at me, reminding me of what I couldn't see, and stained by the lights while I'm dying inside, and I can't breathe. We could blame it on the wine, or I could blame it on me. I'll sing my hero to the end. Could it be broke, or could it bend? And honestly, I don't know how to move on without looking down. Once was ours, but now I'm found. Blamed it on the one for too long, and now you're gone. I see my reflection staring back at me, reminding me of what I couldn't see, and stained by the light while I'm dying inside, and I can't breathe. We could blame it on the wine, or I could blame it on me. I could blame it on me.
That is a brand new single from Lexi Jordan. L-E-X-I is how you spell Lexi. Lexi Jordan. It is called Blame. You can check out the video to that one on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Welcome to the third hour of today's country with yours truly, Tim Kelly. KICR Indie Country Radio is where you're at tonight, and we are glad to have you. Thanks for hanging out the first 2 hours. They have been fantastic. A couple of great radio interviews tonight, and the stories behind the songs. Loved every bit of it. Everything is recorded too, so if you're just now getting tuned in, you haven't missed a thing. You can hear it over and over and over again on our website, KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. Making his radio debut tonight on the program, this is Kyle Coolahan. It is called Beach Belly. Beach Billy. I got a beach belly on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
We got chickens running around the front yard, fishing poles and beach bars, yeah. White sand, jacked up trucks, cruising in a solo cup. Down here, everybody's got a boat. Around here, only half of them float. At some boy, man, it ain't no joke. That neck ain't red, it's copper tone. We're all a bunch of beach billings. That salty breeze will reel you in like a fish on a line. Well, no matter what you do, it's always 5 o'clock at noon when you flip-flop in your wet through line. Just slow on down, you'll fit right in. Just take it easy. We're all a bunch of beach billings. Yeah. Just living that beach billy lifestyle. Styrofoam full of ready ice, beach balls on the bayside. Yeah, no wigs on, better wave when you roll on by. Yeah, roll on by now. We're all a bunch of beach billings. That salty breeze will reel you in like a fish on a line. Well, no matter what you do, it's always 5 o'clock at noon when you flip-flop in your wet through line. Just slow on down, you'll fit right in. Just take it easy. We're all a bunch of beach flopping your way through life. Just slow on down, you'll fit right in. Just take it easy, we're all a bunch of beach billies. Yeah, living that beach billy lifestyle.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
Out a picture of the first time he kissed her in that baby blue 59. Says that's my girl, she was my whole world. That's the day I made her mine. If I had it my way, we'd be together today, holding each other tight. But a fool's a fool, and what's a guy gotta do to get another double bourbon on ice? What could have been kisses are now just wishes. Will they ever come true? And it's got me thinking maybe it's my drink. Lord, what did I do? Maybe it's not what I did, it's what I didn't do. This whiskey whispers your name when I'm missing you. Been kisses are now just wishes. Will they ever come true? And it's got me thinking, baby, it's my drinking. Lord, what did I do? Maybe it's not what I did, it's what I didn't do. This whiskey whispers your name when I'm missing you. When I'm missing you.
I had a great radio interview with that gentleman last night on Triple Play Thursday. His name is Ellis Griffin. That is a great song called Whiskey Whisper. Don't you just love the best in new country music by the indie artists? They are fantastic. Well, this next artist is fantastic as well. Sent to me by her husband this week in my email. A couple of great songs. Making her radio debut tonight, Jeannie Terry. This is called A Better Lie on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Did your sun rise too early on you, dear? Was the long night worth the fast girls and cheap beer? Did you think that you could hide your good time on your clothes? 'Cause I still smell the perfume in your secondhand smoke. I'm running out of patience and you're running out of time. My love ain't waiting around for your wrong words to come out right. Your silver-tongued snake eyes sneak around your alibis. I deserve the truth or a better lie. Tell me, why is your head hanging so low? Is there something weighing heavy on your soul? You can smile at me, but I can see right through those lying eyes. 'Cause this time was the last time I wake up to your last night. I'm running out of patience and you're running out of time. My love ain't waiting around for your wrong words to come out right. Your silver-tongued snake eyes sneak around your alibis. I deserve the truth or a better lie. So I can make believe all those baby please believe me say the lie. Truth will set you free, and so will my goodbye. I'm running out of patience and you're running out of time. My love ain't waiting around for your wrong words to come out right. Your silver-tongued snake eyes sneak around your alibis. I deserve the truth or a better lie. I deserve the truth or a better lie. I deserve a better lie. A better lie, yeah. A better lie.
New country sounds like this.
Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot.
And this.
Felt like living and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me.
And this.
Hey, pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
They say it's over when it's over, and you got nothing left to give. Time to start living for tomorrow instead of living just to live. When he no longer makes you happy, can't keep that smile upon your face. He used to fill your world with wonder, but now you wonder what to say. at myself and all we used to be. Can't hold on when I know we're falling apart. Hope you'll understand and I hope you'll see. No, you don't wanna hear, it's not you, it's me. It's time to stop, there's no good place to start. How do you find the words to break a heart? They say forever's never easy. Sometimes the story gets cut short. Feels like the hurt will never end, but I know we'll find something more. It's hard for you, it's even harder for me. When I look at myself and all we used to be. Can't hold on when I know we're falling apart. Hope you'll understand and I hope you'll see. No, you don't wanna hear, it's not you, it's me. It's time to stop, there's no good place to start. So how do you find the words to break a heart? It's hard for you, it's even harder for me. When I look at myself and all we used to be. Can't hold on when I know we're falling apart. Hope you'll understand, yes, I hope you'll see. No, you don't wanna hear, it's not you, it's me. It's time to stop, there's no good place to start. Oh, how do you find the words? No, I can't find the words. How do we find the words to break a heart?
Her name is Molly Lovett. She is from St. Louis, Missouri. That is called Break a Heart, and we'll send that out to her biggest fan in Maryland, Miss Kelsey Parker, listening to us and in our live chat room right now. She loves her some Molly Lovett, and I do too. Great vocals on that young lady. The females of country music, they are fantastic, aren't they? Well, the gentlemen are pretty good too, especially this next one. He was born in Australia, raised in Canada, now lives in Nashville, Tennessee. He is a 26-time Canadian Country Music Association award winner, including 3-time Male Vocalist of the Year. His name is Gord Bamford. This is called Heaven on Dirt on today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
It's a tin roof on a front porch, hound dog at the screen door. How could anybody want more than a little piece of heaven on dirt? You roll up in your off-road underneath that halo. Can't hide with camo, my little piece of heaven on dirt. Coyotes howling hallelujah, sundown saying I saw the light, sliding my rocking chair next to you. Swear I've never been this high by your side. Feels like I found my heaven on dirt. Chickens pecking in the backyard, chicken picking on a guitar, going fishing when it gets dark. Oh, it sounds like heaven on dirt. Coyotes howling hallelujah, sundown saying I saw the light, sliding my rocking chair next to you. Swear I've never been this high by your side. Feels like I found my heaven on dirt. This old red clay barbed wire hideaway. They can have their high-rise, concrete and bright lights. Long as I'm on this side, get me here and you and that flannel shirt. Ain't nothing worth this kind of church. It's like heaven on dirt. Can you hear that? Hear that? Baby, can you hear that? Coyotes howling hallelujah. Sundown saying I saw the light. Sliding my rocking chair next to you. Swear I'd never been so high by your side. Feels like I found my heaven on dirt. My little heaven on dirt. Heaven on dirt.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Neon lights, same old song, killing time till last call. Crowded room, all alone, tracing your name in the song, chasing that high that I get when I used to kiss the lime off your lips. Every round, every sip gets me drowning in you. In this cold Cuervo blue, drunk again at a table for one, drinking tequila for two, drinking tequila for two. Slide my hand round the glass, wishing I was holding you now. Little buzz hits me fast, baby, it's a long way down. Chasing that high that I get when I used to kiss the lime off your lips. Every round, every sip gets me drowning in you. And this cold Cuervo blue, drunk again at a table for one, drinking tequila for two, drinking tequila for fill it up to the top. I know I should, but I can't stop chasing that high that I get when I used to kiss the lime off your lips. Every round, every sip gets me drowning in you. And this cold Cuervo blue, drunk again at a table for one, drinking tequila for two,
Her name is Lexi Hayden, and that Lexi is Lexie. Lexi Hayden, her latest single, it is called Tequila for Two. Yeah, pour me one. Why don't you? Let's make it three. How about that? I'm Out Here is the title of this next song, the latest single from Ryan Waters with the Ryan Waters Band on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
That likes to float way, way down on the river. I got a song that turns her on. I turn it way, way up when I'm with her. I like the smell of apple pie through a screen door. A little six-string picking on a back porch. Hold my baby till the sun goes down. Yeah, I know my way around. Out here with a four-wheel, out here with a rod and reel, out here with a John Deere, where a cold beer tastes better on a Friday night. After working that hard job, coming home to a good dog. Yeah, it's a simple kind of living. Thank the Lord for what you're giving, man. It's pretty damn clear the country's still in out here. White lines, stop signs, we drive way, way out till we ditch 'em. It's all dirt, it's all work, it's all way, way back 40 living. And I can guarantee if you ever leave, you're gonna miss it. Out here with a four-wheel, out here with a rod and reel, out here with a John Deere, where a cold beer tastes better on a Friday night. After working that hard job, coming home to a good dog. Yeah, it's a simple kind of living. Thank the Lord for what you're giving, man. It's pretty damn clear the country's still in out here. You can bet your ass it ain't going nowhere, baby. Ooh, at the end of the day, you know where you can find me, baby. Out here with a four-wheel, out here with a rod and reel, out here with a John Deere, where a cold beer tastes better on a Friday night. After working that hard job, coming home to a good dog. Yeah, it's a simple kind of living. Thank the Lord for what you're giving me. It's pretty damn clear the country's still in out here. Your country's still in out here. Country's still in out here.
Hey y'all, it's May Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Got a counter full of long stems that never seem to die. My favorite's the pale pink, but I'll settle for white. Lucky me, I'm drowning in Valentine's. At least once a week, you got a dozen in hand. Doing what you think makes you a good man. And I'll flash that fake smile once again. There's one for sneaking in too late at night, one for when sorry wouldn't make it right. A
Her name is May Estes. She is from Hope, Arkansas. Found that young lady on TikTok, and that is the first song that I ever heard of hers. It is called Roses. We'll be doing our second radio interview coming up on May the 19th, so be sure to tune in for that one. It's going to be fantastic. And Mr. Ryan Waters, who I just played before May Estes, we'll be interviewing him on May the 20th. Check out our full live interview schedule on our website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Just scroll down to the bottom of the homepage. That's my Bible. I read it daily, and that's how I schedule the artists. So if your name's not on there and you want to be, send us an email to IndieCountryRadio@yahoo.com. This next gentleman and yours truly have had a couple of great radio interviews. He's my good friend Philip Sanders from Midland, Texas. This is called Over a Beer on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on New Music Friday.
Exciting. Broadcasted live from Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.
I don't dream about you anymore. I guess time really heals all the pain. Sleepless nights are a thing of the past. I'm no longer going insane. But now and then, I think about you now and then, about your lips, about your eyes, about your touch, about your smile, and I'm in love all over again. Now and then, our love was once my everything, but I had to leave all that behind. Now when someone just mentions your name, there you are, back on my mind. And now and then, I think about you now and then, about your lips, about your eyes, about your touch, about your smile, and I'm in love all over again. Now and then. I think about you now and then, about your lips, about your eyes, about your touch, about your smile, and I'm in love all over again. Now and then, now and then, now and then.
That is the latest single from 17-year-old Mr. Jake Blocker. That is called Now and Then. Love the traditional country sound of these young artists. Man, that is some good stuff. An old soul right there, and he does a fantastic job on that one. Mr. Adam Sanders is up next. This is called Just Need One on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
Girl, don't rush off the phone. I know it's getting late, but while I got you, hear me out. I got a lot to say. I've been sitting here wondering where we went wrong since you've been gone. If you gotta go, I get it. Girl, if you got a minute, I just need one to prove that we ain't done. I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but baby, don't hang up. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back off letting your leaving run. I don't need every chance there is under this missing you, son. Baby, I just need one.
mistake for me to realize I didn't want to make that one again in my life. Be a hell of a heartbreak if I had to set you free. You might find somebody new, but girl, when it comes to me, yeah, I just need one to prove that we ain't done. I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but baby, don't hang up. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back all the letting your leaving run. I don't need every chance there is under this missing you son. Oh, 'cause baby, I just need one. If it's over, girl, I get it, but if there's a shot at a future with you in it, I just need one. Girl, I just need you. Yeah, I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but that's one thing that I can't do. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back all the letting your leaving run. I don't need every chance there is under this missing you son. Baby, I just need one. I just need one. Oh, baby, I just need one. I just need one.
New country sounds like this.
Girl, let me take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love.
And this.
So come on, baby, rock on, rock on, rock on, yeah.
And this. You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
She's your Sunday morning, and I'm your Friday night. She's your top shelf, treat yourself, and I'm a cold Miller Lite. She's a pretty sundress, I'm an old ripped pair of jeans. She's a shiny new sports car, and I'm a 69 Shelby GT. But I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world, but I don't wanna be your good time girl. She's a vase of flowers, and I'm a rose tattoo. She's a light shade of yellow, and I'm a darker shade of blue. She's a fairy tale on paper, a sure bet you could never lose. But you ain't fooling me, boy, 'cause when you're holding me, your heart tells the truth. But I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking
just another midnight kiss. But I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world. No, no, I'll never be your diamonds and pearls. But I don't wanna be your good time girl. No, I don't wanna be your good time girl.
She's another great find on that little app we call TikTok. That is Taylor Austin Dye and a great tune called Good Time Girl. Well, I hope you had a good time tonight. I sure did. I want to thank Sarah McCulloch for joining me tonight and Matt Tucker. Two great interviews. If you missed them, you can check them out on our website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com, and play them over and over again. Check out our TV channel this weekend as well, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Some of the best country music videos, independent country music videos on the planet, playing over there 24/7. Join me next Thursday and Friday. We'll have more great radio interviews and more great music as well. Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
Put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Back to high school, gym floor, and a slow down